My husband is cheating on me with his stepsister. I just need a place to let this out. Last week, I 29F caught my husband Jack 30M cheating on me with his stepsister Claire 24F. I went out with a friend last Saturday and planned to stay at her house. Jack didn't want to be alone all night, so he said he'd just go hang out with his stepsister. They've always been close, and they ended up going to a bar. I was feeling unwell and just wanted my bed, so I decided to get an Uber and head home. I was not expecting to walk in on them having intercourse on the couch. I literally threw up on the floor by the front door. They told me they were drunk and it just kind of happened. I screamed at them both to leave. Jack refused to leave and refused to sleep on the couch, so I ended up leaving anyways and went back to my friends. I am still in shock that he actually slept with Claire. I think I'm going to file for a divorce. I am so overwhelmed and uncomfortable. Has anyone else gone through this? Please message me if so. I feel very alone and confused. Also, do I tell their parents that's why we're going to get a divorce? I've been isolating myself a lot because of this. Now for the comments. Commenter 1: I'm guessing this wasn't the first time. I'm sorry original poster. Please don't hesitate to tell people why you are divorcing so he doesn't have the opportunity to paint you as the bad guy. Commenter 2: Wow. I am so sorry original poster. Definitely tell their parents. I'm curious, how long have they been stepping siblings? Original poster: Their parents got married when he was 10 and she was 4. It makes me kind of sick that they've been in each other's lives since they were young and could actually do this. They've always said they consider themselves as full siblings, so this is really disturbing. Commenter 2: They probably said that to throw you off. Sorry, they've probably been doing this for a very long time. Commenter 3: I agree. I feel like something like this doesn't just happen after so many years of living as siblings. It may have been going on for a while, but what worries me is since when? There is a 6 years age difference here. Even if they did wait until she was 18 he'd be 24, just the fact that he could look at her as anything other than his bratty lil sister is very disturbing and concerning. So run sounds like way too much to deal with. That is not your responsibility. Commenter 4: You think? Even ignoring the stepsister element, he took a girl into your home knowing you wouldn't be there to duck her. I'm going to bet is not the first time something like this happened. Get proof, lawyer up, and tell the family. Commenter 5: Has she tried calling you? Original poster: Yes, Claire tries texting me every day to apologize, and is begging me not to tell anyone. Commenter 6: It's not your burden to keep their shameful betrayal a secret. The faster you tell PPL and get it out in the open, the sooner this will all be over. Commenter 7: If they have been stepping siblings since ages 10 and 4, not only would I expect them to see each other as siblings, I'd also expect him to see her as his little sister. When he hit puberty, she would have just been 7-ish years old. And it strikes me as kind of predatory for him to see her intimately, even if they are both consenting adults now, because that attraction wouldn't just have randomly developed after all this time. It would have been there acted upon or not for many years, likely while he was an adult and she's still a minor. Update: I wanted more information on how long it's been going on and at what age it started, so I decided to text Claire. I told her I wouldn't tell anyone if she answered my questions. She agreed to tell me everything. I asked her when they first had intercourse. At first, she told me it was their first time, but I told her I'm not believing that. She then confessed that their first time was right before she turned 18. I am so disgusted and extremely concerned. Then I asked her if it's still been happening since then, and she said no. She explained that they did it when she was 17, and never did it again until last week. I don't think I can trust her though. She also told me that Jack is the one who initiated intercourse, but who knows if that's the truth. It very well could be though. Jack and I have been together for 5 years, married for 2. We were going to start trying for a baby soon, so I'm crushed. I wasted so many years of my life with this man. Who he even is right now. I lied to Claire though. I 100% planned on telling their parents. Some of you say that it would be wrong to do so, but because it happened when she was 17, I felt like they needed to know, and deal with it however they choose. They didn't believe me at first, until I showed them the screenshots of mine and Claire's conversation. They still seem to be in denial a little bit. I don't blame them though. I told them I'm filing for divorce and that I am moving on with my life. They gave me a hug and said they'd speak to both of them, but I told my mill that I didn't want to know anything else, and to please let me live in peace. She's going to respect that. I more than likely won't have more updates, but I wanted everyone to know that I'm for sure getting a divorce and going to find a therapist because I'm depressed and need the support to move on. Thank you to everyone who was kind and gave me advice and support. Now for the comments. Commenter 1: Good luck to you. I wish you nothing but the best. Does STBX feel any remorse at all? Original poster: Nope. He's being very cold towards me and refuses to leave the house, so I've been staying with my friend. Commenter 2. A lot of times when I was working with younger clients, they lied to me about certain parts of their stories, and oftentimes, their lies had a part that was true. It is very well possible that she was younger than she, almost 18, so the truth is that she was underage. The lie is about the timeline. Just saying. Commenter 3. Also, if intercourse happened at 17, then there had to be significant grooming leading up to it. Contrary to what Pornhub would have us believe, step-siblings don't just suddenly decide to boink for shits and giggles and horny, one-handed clicks. Commenter 4. While she's certainly not innocent at her age now, he was 23 and she was 17 when this started, he's a grooming creep, you're dodging a bullet. But I'm sorry you're going through this. Commenter 5. They had been step-siblings for years before she turned 17. It was absolutely grooming. Commenter 6. The beginning age of 17 was also given by a person caught ducking their sibling. How truthful do we think this number really is? Commenter 7. Don't leave the house. That can be thought of as abandoned property. Get an attorney. One who specializes in nasty divorces. You want a shark for this. Ask for the divorce record to be kept private or not. If you want to be able to refer people to court notes, engage a therapist. Not because you need one right now, but because, trust me, there will be days where you will. Separate bank accounts. Take your name off of the joint ones after your lawyer tells you to. Have your official documents somewhere safe. DL, SS card, house note, car notes, spare money, bank vault stuff, etc. Commenter 8. I know people are saying you told the parents out of petty revenge, but I think you were right to tell them. Who knows what your husband would have told his parents about the reasons for the divorce, in order to hide his own wrongdoings. He might have started telling them, and others, that it was you who cheated. Believe me, I've seen it happen. It's important that you set the record straight. Commenter 9. I'm weirdly proud of you. That took such courage, and you handled it with incredible dignity. I wish you well as you start to pick up the pieces. I know this is the furthest thing from your mind, but one day you'll meet someone who will make you glad you left Jack.